Here we are, day 3, Aftershock. I have not had my coffee yet. Chasta and Baby Huey and Jasen from Breaking Benjamin. This is a kind of collect all of them interview. We finally get to talk to you.
Yeah, that's right. That's right. Yeah. Looking
I know
forward
we've
to it
been
as well.
lucky. We talked to Ben and your bassist, your drummer, everyone over the years at various
Collect
points.
them all.
I was going to say,
you can't escape us forever.
previous Aftershocks, phoners at the Masonic in San Francisco. Yeah, over the years, we've been collecting all Breaking Benjamin memories.
I'm happy to be here. I'm honored, guys. Absolutely.
Well, it's we're a bit early, showing you behind the curtain. We're on Saturday at noon, but we noticed something that you guys are teasing the 16th of October. So we're gonna pinky promise you.
Yeah,
on video.
Right, on video.
You got it. Yeah.
We will not post this. We will not say a word till afterward. What's coming out? What are we teasing?
So we're teasing. We have a new single coming out called Awaken. We shot a video. 16th is when we kind of head for ads and soft ads or radio and that sort of thing. So, we've been working on the new album for, a better part of 2 years now.
Yeah.
We got a couple more weeks left on this run. And after this, we go back and finish it all the way up until Christmas.
Yeah.
But the first single, we wrote a big batch of songs, got rid of some of them, wrote another batch of songs, got rid of some of those, kept a couple, and this was one of the ones that survived it all. And between us, the label, management, everybody, we were pretty happy with how it turned out. So we're like, let's go ahead and put it out.
How does that feel for you?
Oh man, it's great because there's been a lot of pressure, honestly, behind the scenes, just because it's been so long. Not only from the fans' perspective, but from ours as well. We're just like, we want new music too. Believe me. Yeah.
I was gonna say it's like what, 6 years?
6 years.
Yeah.
And so we've had all these gems sitting around and songs, and like I said, there's a lot of Breaking Ben songs that are out there now that no one's ever going to hear.
Yeah.
And we wanted to kind of like push the sound in a way that shows some maturity and growth, but at the same time, it's like, oh, that's Breaking Benjamin. It's very difficult to do without doing some crazy left pivot.
Yeah.
Which we're not super interested in. But we also had to write some stuff that was left to center for us to find out what that was like, and then bring that back into other songs and things.
It's good to push yourself.
Yeah,
creatively.
absolutely. It just takes some time.
Of course it does.
Yeah,
We're not
it's not
rushing
being
you,
phoned in. Yeah, so like I said, we felt the pressure there for sure, but we're really excited with where everything's at.
That's awesome. Whenever songs don't end up, I know that you've used some later, you write them in. I mean, a good song is a good song is a good song.
Yeah, absolutely.
Right? But where do they physically live? Like who's the
It's a hard drive.
Who's the keeper of the box, the hard drive?
Well, it's everywhere now. It's on clouds.
In the cloud.
We have a group text that we go back and forth with
Uh-huh.
MP3s and voice memos and stuff like
great.
that. And it's like, what was that one idea? And you're scrolling back 6 months to try this thing.
I do keyword searches at the top of my
Absolutely.
iPhone.
Yeah, so we're doing that. But yeah, most of it is on hard drives that I have on my computers and things like that.
You're the keeper of the secrets.
Yes.
The vault.
I know. My management actually the other day saw him and he's like, you are backed up, right? Like, yes, I'm backed up.
That brings up an interesting question. You just said the word vault. Like when Prince passed away and everybody wanted to like open the vault. Let's get real morbid real quick. Let's just dive into the morbidity.
Let's do it. Pull the Band-Aid off.
If everyone is gone today, how cool would you be or pissed would you be if they just released everything you've ever done?
Send it.
Send it.
Yeah.
Okay.
I'm fine with it.
I like
Respect.
that.
Yeah.
I like that.
Because I think a lot of people would be surprised, like, man, there's some crap on here, but you have to work through that stuff.
But you gotta have some turds to like finally get
Absolutely.
something.
Oh yeah, and like the song "Awaken" that's out now.
Yeah. Yes.
Right. We probably did 7 versions of that song.
Yeah.
We changed tempos, we changed keys, we changed lyrics, we changed melody, we changed riffs. It just kept growing and growing and growing to what it is now. So you just never know. You'd go back of the first initial batches of songs. That song has started, I don't know, January of 2019, maybe something like that.
Okay.
And it was by far my least favorite. I hated it.
Really?
Yeah. And then Ben was like, I don't know. I like there's something there. I'm like, well, I hate it, but if you want to figure something out with it, so he did. So he wrote a chorus, and it kind of goes that way. So then we push and pull, like I said, tempos, keys, lyrics, everything like that. And so you just never know.
Yeah. Wow.
I was going to say, so talking about that writing process, because I remember, first off, it's really cool. I feel like, Breaking Benjamin, I feel like there's 2 eras. There's like Breaking Benjamin, the 1.0 era, OG lineup, and then there's the hiatus, and then now here's the newer lineup, the 2.0 era. Do you still feel like the new guy in the band, even though you're coming up on what, almost 10 years now?
This is 10 years now. And me personally, I've been writing with Ben, even when I was in Bread, my band before this. So that was like mid-2000s. So we've been writing together for almost as long, 17 years, something like that.
I was going to say, this lineup now, I think, has been together longer than the
original.
So it's almost like this is the Breaking Benjamin. I think most people know him as.
It's a wild thing because this does happen. It has happened with other bands, like Shinedown or Saliva, 10 years. Like there's a lot of bands that go through, and it doesn't always work.
Yeah.
And so we're super fortunate to be on the lucky side of things there.
If I remember correctly, I think Ben said in an old interview, like this current lineup, he picked all you guys because you guys are all individually great songwriters, and he wanted that collective effort together. So is that true for you guys? Like the previous album, definitely heavy, definitely a little heavier because I know the previous one, I think he had a lot of those songs written before he had the lineup solidified. But this first album with you guys all together, it was a little more heavier.
Yeah, and we're doing some of that too. Again, that's kind of pushing the boundaries of certain things. And we're at the point in our career now, this is album 8 or 7, I don't know. Yeah. Whatever album this is.
Yeah. It's a good place when you lose count.
We can push one way or another. And we also know if you're doing a full album, some of those songs may never be played live. Yeah. It's just the way it is. If we're coming up on 100 songs in our catalog, it's like, and if we played every song that went to radio, we'd have to play 2 hours.
Yeah.
Like it's so we know we have to cut some things.
Great problem is that?
It is, and that's not a subtle flex. I'm just saying it does create some issues.
No,
like
seriously.
we're incredibly fortunate to be here, but so all that kind of foresight is definitely going into how we're writing, what we're writing, what the style is. And it was a conscious effort to go a little heavier on the last one because this was going to add something to the catalog that necessarily hasn't been there before. Breaking Ben has had some heavy songs, but we're like, let's go for it.
Yeah,
nice.
I love like the songwriter side of that is one thing. All great songwriters. Talk about great humans in a band, like choosing great humans to surround yourself with.
Well,
because it seems like you guys have a lot of fun and a big romance.
Oh yeah. It's probably unhealthy. We're very toxic, with each other. But I think it's a good thing because we've all toured previously, and whether it be as Breaking Ben or with Breaking Ben in different bands, that sort of stuff. And I think it's hard to be out here, And we don't tour as much as we used to, but we'd be out 10 and a half months a year. And, I always say you get to pick your wife, your girlfriend, and you don't want to work with them. I could never be around them 24/7, let alone live across a hall in a bunk alley from it. Like,
that's great.
And you get to pick them, and you're attracted to them.
Yeah,
let alone somebody. Sometimes you'll be in a band, and you guys met when you were younger, and now you're 15 years in your career. You're not even the same people anymore, and you still have to make it work creatively, whatever. We're the antithesis of that. Yeah. We got to kind of get to a point and pick who we wanted to be around. Yeah. The same way with crew. Like, if there's just a bad vibe or a bad apple, like, man, this is not the camp for you.
Oh no! Well, you spend too much intimate space together in order for that to happen. Like there can't be crazy egos and crazy drama and all that bullshit. I would imagine. I call it a marriage all the time.
Big time.
Yeah, because my husband is in a band. He's a professional musician his whole life, and I'm like, he's married to me, but he's also married to his band, and I know that, and I have to share.
And I give Chasta credit. I'll say it for her. She's very forgiving and like letting him have that time. Yeah. That balance. That balance of being a family man, but also have that creative outlet. So, kudos to you.
Well, thank you.
You're welcome.
Nicely done. Nicely done. It takes a certain kind of woman for sure.
That it does.
So I do have to ask. Notice your glasses. Says Dolce & Gabbana on there. So for fans of our station, they know for the last few months it's been called the Summer of Huey. I've been trying to man up. I turned 40 last year.
Trying to man up.
I know. Here I am going to be 41 next month. I'm trying to grow up. So first things first, it was all about just having fun this summer, documenting it all, improving things in my life. So I finally retired the Axe body spray.
Oh, nice. That's big steps.
I know.
Big steps.
It was tough to throw that bottle out, but it's like I could get some real cologne. And so I got like the subscription cologne service.
Oh, yeah.
Dolce & Gabbana is my favorite one.
No kidding. I haven't tried it yet.
Okay, you got to try.
I lost my toiletry bag not too long ago.
He's got a prop for you. He'll tell you which one it is.
So it's the...
Here, let me hold your microphone.
Okay.
Don't drop it. Yeah. This is expensive stuff.
Dolce & Gabbana, the one for men. So that's the one I recommend.
Okay.
Got the glasses.
As opposed to the one for women. It's easy to remember.
I'll take it.
I bought more off Amazon. Smell.
Oh, that's nice. I like that.
Is that good?
Thank you.
That's good.
You guys are stylish men.
Multiple women have told me I smell fresh.
Well, this man's about to tell you
Thank
smell
you.
fresh.
All right. Yes.
I don't know. I got
Speaking of
questioning some things.
bromance.
I know.
Speaking of bromance, real quick, I want to ask you, were you a Star Wars fan before joining this band, or have you become even more of a Star Wars fan?
I was as a kid, though. And then kind of broke away from it, and obviously joining back, that's just part of the culture here. So,
Dude, you guys played the Imperial March.
Yep.
So rad.
Dude, it was awesome. It was at Concord Pavilion a few years ago.
Yeah.
Was that the one with 3 days?
I think so.
That tour, that tour was awesome.
That was a great tour. That's one of our favorites.
Yeah.
Okay, I got 3 days grace question, but okay, how awesome was just you guys night after night doing the Imperial March, Darth Vader, doing that song live.
Oh, yeah.
How awesome is that?
It was pretty wild. I mean, we added it to the set because we were doing at the time kind of like a montage of covers and whatever, and we would start with that all the time. And so it was just kind of, I think fans learned to expect it that we were going to play it. We retired it, but yeah, I mean, we might bring it back someday. Who knows? But it was a lot of fun.
Pantera stuff.
Yep, absolutely.
Dude,
absolutely.
awesome.
Yeah.
But yeah, awesome. Just 3 days grace. Adam's back in the band.
Absolutely, yeah.
So, I mean, hopefully that's something I'd love to see you guys do that tour again.
Yeah. Oh, we'd love to.
Yeah,
we would love to. Those guys have always been great. Adam's great. I talked to Adam. He's in Nashville where I live now, too. I talked to him not too long ago and kind of heard musings of what was happening. So I'm super excited for him. I mean,
great.
I haven't heard of the new music yet, but I know people that are pretty close to it and have said incredible things about it. So
awesome.
I'm excited.
That's
awesome.
Great to hear. Well, we know you've got stuff to do. You've got a posse over here. They're waiting on you.
Sure. Yeah.
But we do have one more question for you.
Absolutely.
It's a very important question, our
Alrighty.
favorite. It's from the film Almost Famous from
Yep.
back in the day. The last frame of that movie, the question is asked, what do you love about music?
Oh, man.
The pause is part of the answer, by the way.
Think about it.
Yeah.
I think what I love about music is obviously it's a universal language. And for me, it's obviously something you can use to communicate and express yourself from like the creative side.
Yeah.
But I can do that, and my kids can understand. I can do that. We can go to other countries, and they can understand. And the same. I mean, you look at a band like Rammstein, like they're not even speaking English, and they're selling out arenas in America. You just don't know. So there's some sort of powerful connectivity that music has that I feel lucky to be a part of. So. I think that's it.
You definitely are. We're all lucky to be a part of it in the way that we give to it.
Absolutely.
It's like our way of giving back to the magic that is music.
Absolutely.
Thank
we
you
love
for the
it.
time
Thank you
today.
guys.
This has been awesome.
Congrats on the tour right now. Stream the new single, Fall Breaking
Please do,
Benjamin, all on social media. And look forward next time you come through the Bay Area. We'll do this again.
Absolutely.
Thank you for trusting us.
Thank you.
Anytime.